gonna say, welcome aboard to the Quaker Meetinghouse. Ken knows his history, but he also knows bees. So we're really pleased to have him here to talk about the dynamics of the bee hive and other things. Take it away.
Okay, just to give you a background, a little bit of background. I'm a sixth generation beekeeper. My dad goes back to Poland. My dad came over to America in 1947. But my great-great-great-great-grandfather started beekeeping. It could be earlier, but we know in the 1830s he was the beekeeper in the village of Downs, Poland. And back then you couldn't get cane sugar, so everybody got their sweetener by using honey, because cane sugar was too difficult to get up in Eastern Europe. And so it was a village, everybody wanted a sweetener for anything, they used honey. And so he had 50 beehives over there in Poland, and through the generations it kept on. And my dad was the fifth generation. He came over and started me as the sixth generation beekeeper here, and here I am 75 years later as a beekeeper. I grew up with it, and I got my first hive at 5, and then kept through high school my projects, my college, my projects, science projects, always with honeybees. And being a junior at the high school in Northbridge, I won the science fair with my project. The seniors that did these fantastic projects in science were just overwhelmed that a junior had won the science fair. Beekeeping, what's that have to do with science? And so then went to college and military 2 years, and came out and started teaching. And every year I brought my bees in once throughout the year and gave the kids some honey tasting and did that. And also when I got hired as a teacher, I started as the state bee inspector in the summers. What a combination. You're teaching during the year, in the summer you get out to nature and out in the woods and the fields and inspect bees. I did that for 45 years, 39 years of teaching, 45 years as a bee inspector. And of course, this same year I started in 76 as the Historical Commission. Peter Hackett got me on, and I became chairman, and here 50 years this year as the chairman of the Historical Commission. I'm stepping down, and Christine Johnson's taken over as chairman. So I think 50 years is enough, 45 years as an inspector, and 39 years as a teacher, my career, my legacy. And then after I retired from teaching, who calls but Harvard University? It's Dr. Lou from Harvard University. We need a beekeeper to take care of the bees and do some research. I said, is this the Harvard in Cambridge? Dr. Lou from Harvard. And he says, I said, Dr. Lou, I got 1380 on my college points. I never even came close to getting to Harvard. Oh, yeah, we heard about your beekeeping experience. And so 2 weeks later, Dr. Jeff Pettis calls me from the USDA, Asian longhorn beetle. Matter of fact, the picture of that is that big Asian longhorn beetle appeared here in Massachusetts, and all of a sudden, Jeff, he said, we need somebody, they're going to be injecting trees